Hey everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates. I'm gonna actually try to cook something. It's Friday evening, or almost evening, and we normally make homemade pizza, but I saw a recipe in one of those, where they speed it up. It's a tasty one, I think. Anyway, so I made some homemade pizza dough, and I let it sit. I made it a little stiffer. I'm not really good at following a recipe. I kind of do my own thing, and you typically will see me do things that have to do with dough. I guess that's the clay artist in me. But basically what you do is you break off pieces of dough. I'm gonna guess about the size of a golf ball, and I've had this rest. It seems nice and elastic, so I'm gonna just roll some of these into the shape of a golf ball. My husband just called and is sounding chipper because it's Friday. Yay, he's on the way home. We always say happy Friday because Friday's a good thing. It's a nice way to just be excited about the weekend, is to make something kind of decadent and yummy. But this is a little twist on homemade pizza for tonight. I'm going to make these balls, and then I browned some Italian sausage. It's 1 pound of Italian sausage with a 1/4 pound of ground beef, and I made meatballs. And if this works, hopefully they'll be really yummy. So I'm just gonna take the flattened bread roll dough, put the meatball in the middle, and I'm sure this is probably like a calzone or something in the Italian world, but hey, that covered up pretty easy too. So I'm gonna do these with cheese inside. I mean, you can't probably go wrong with pizza dough, cheese, and an Italian meatball, right? So, I probably could put some fresh herbs in there too. Might give it a little more flavor, like with some oregano. But anyway, I'm gonna keep making these into balls. I hope I can pinch them tight enough so that the cheese doesn't ooze out. And then supposedly you bake them until they're golden brown, and then serve them with marinara sauce. My 12-year-old's hilarious. He goes, I'll eat anything shaped in the shape of a ball, kind of like cake balls, meatballs, you name it, he'll eat it. That's not really true though, because I'm sure if I shaped a bunch of green vegetables in the shape of a ball, he wouldn't eat it. We do think he actually has an allergy to green beans. He has allergies anyway, but his throat gets itchy. And so today I made him eat some snow peas with his lunch, which I love because they're so fresh tasting and sweet. And the same thing happened, so he's kind of honestly getting away without eating certain vegetables. Anyway, I'll keep making these little meatball thingies, and I'll come back in a few minutes after they're all made and put them in the oven. So I have them all rolled. The meatballs are tucked inside the pizza dough with the mozzarella cheese. And now I'm just gonna let them rest. I'm gonna cover them with a kitchen towel and let them rest, I don't know, about 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna pop them in the oven at 425 degrees. And I'm kind of making this up as I go, like what I do when I actually make pizza. So I'll just check on them and make sure when they're golden brown, I take them out. So I'll show you what they look like when they're done. See you in a little bit. So I decided while my little meatball thingies, whatever you're gonna call, I'm gonna call them, were resting and rising a little bit. I have more meatballs and I ran out of pizza dough. So I had this idea to take these little slider buns, they're just little whole grain slider buns, and I'm gonna put cheese in them. Well, actually, they're kind of dry, so I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil in there first. I just don't like to waste. I don't really know what I would have done with these meatballs without something else, so I'm going to sprinkle cheese in them and push the meatball down in there. Hopefully this will work. Actually, I gotta really push it in there and make it fit. And then I thought I could sprinkle a little oregano, a little granulated garlic, and a pinch of salt because it's a lot of bread. Oh heck, I'm gonna make this work. So I'm gonna cut off some of the meatball. You're watching me experiment. This is fun. And I guess we should put a little more cheese on top for some glue and press it down. I think that's gonna work. So I like to say create with me, cook with me. Now you're kind of experimenting with me. Those will still kind of be yummy probably. I'll cut the little dome out there so the meatball will fit. So let's do this again. We'll put cheese on the bottom, drizzle a little bit of olive oil, a pinch of oregano, pinch of salt, pinch of granulated garlic, and a cute little meatball, and a little more cheese, and the lid. Ta-da! I'm gonna do the last two and put those in the oven too. Why not, right? So now I have my little meatball calzone slider things with the pizza dough, and I sprinkled them with oregano, and then the little sliders I made with the buns, and they're gonna go in the oven now. Okay, so here they are, fresh, hot out of the oven, and they smell really good. I put some, oops, that's my timer. I put some oregano on top, and why don't we'll take this one, we'll cut it and see. I hope it's cheesy enough. Oh, it looks cheesy. Ooh, nice and hot. So there's the cheese. Suppose it could be cheesier. But I was thinking it's just spooning over some, and this is jarred sauce. I have friends that make their sauce like every week. They're in their kitchen making fresh sauce. I'm not that girl. So with sauce and maybe some shaved Parmesan cheese. It's a little hot, but I'll try it. Don't they always try it on the cooking shows? Ooh, gotta get the cheese. Mmm, tastes great. If I do say so myself. Okay, so it's official, it's easy, because I'm not like always trying to get in there and make anything super fancy. Just tasty that I know my guys will love. And I think it'll pass, so maybe you'll try it. Thanks for cooking with me. My Italian meatball calzone slider, no real name for it. Goodness. Pizza, homemade pizza night diversion, that's what I'll call it. Okay, thanks for coming. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.